Welcome back to 15 Fury Alert, a Wayne winter weather special. So, which of these is more dangerous to trees and power lines? The answer is B, 1 inch of ice. Ice is much heavier than snow. Typically, it can take as little as 1/4 of an inch of ice accumulation for branches to break and fall.
As we prepare winter forecast each year, the El Nino and La Nina phenomena often give us a signal as to what the winter will be like. But when we talk about El Nino, what are we really talking about?
El Nino is a warming of the equatorial Pacific waters above normal. We just came out of a La Nina, which is when the waters are cooler than normal. And when you get an El Nino, the water's warm, it changes the jet stream over the Pacific, which then changes where the jet stream impacts the United States. You tend to get stronger storms across parts of the west, the deep south, and the southeast, and parts of the north-central United States ends up being mild sometimes with a lot less snowfall. Indiana seems to fall right in between the two extremes.
How does this all happen? Well, in a strong El Nino, an area of low pressure is positioned over the Pacific, which directs the Pacific jet stream across the southern U.S., along with creating an active storm track through that region. The polar jet stream is held north, along with colder air. As a result, much of the northern tier of the U.S. ends up warmer than average, while the southern U.S. is typically wetter than average. Here in our area, a strong El Nino typically means winters that are warmer and drier than average. Now, with a strong La Nina pattern, high pressure is present over the Pacific. The polar jet dips south and the Pacific jet moves north. For us here, a strong La Nina typically means we end up both warmer and wetter than average during the winter months. But our winter forecasting isn't just about El Nino and La Nina. Another pattern we look at is the Arctic Oscillation. Now, when it's a positive phase, the polar jet is stronger, which keeps the coldest air bottled up in the north and does not reach us here. However, in a negative phase of the Arctic Oscillation, the polar jet is weaker, and the cold Arctic air has an easier time flowing in here, sending our temperatures plummeting in northeastern Indiana and northwestern Ohio.
The biggest challenge with this year's winter forecast is the fact that El Nino looks very, very weak. A couple months ago, it looked like we were going to slip into a moderate El Nino. That's not happening. Let's call it no Nino. What does that mean for us? There's actually a bias during a neutral El Nino, La Nina weather pattern for us to see below average temperatures and above average snowfall. The other part of the problem, we're not exactly sure what's going to happen with Arctic Oscillation. That's the cold air which is stored up north. How strong will that cold air be? That part of the equation is kind of the wild card. We're likely going to see many strong waves of cold air moving in. The Arctic air should dominate the weather pattern for the Great Lakes region. That's going to give us below average temperatures. What about the precipitation? It looks about neutral with the current pattern we're in right now. So what does that mean for snow? It looks like instead of getting it in little increments, we're likely going to get it in big waves. So we'll go a couple weeks, not a lot of snow, and then a couple significant winter blasts. The official Wayne winter forecast for northeastern Indiana and northwestern Ohio is for temperatures to run 4 degrees below average. When it comes to total snowfall, we'll be above average by about 3 inches, so we're going to shoot for about 37 to 38 inches of total snowfall.
Did you know your emergency kit for the summer can be used during a snowstorm? Things like extra food and water, a flashlight and batteries, and your NOAA weather radio are all useful. However, there are a few other things you need to do to be ready for everything the winter brings. At home, check your emergency kit. Make sure the batteries and snacks are fresh and ready for the new season. Also, be sure to have extra blankets and a backup heat source in case the power goes out. Before the first snow hits, have your car winterized. You'll want to check the tires, brakes, windshield wipers, and fluids. You'll also want to have an emergency kit in your car. Be sure to include anything that you would need to survive if you got stranded. When you hear a winter storm watch is issued, don't wait to act. You'll have the best chance of beating the lines at the grocery store to stock up on your essentials.
This concludes 15 Fury Alert, a Wayne winter weather special. Thanks for watching and have a good night.
This is a 15 Fury Alert, a Wayne winter weather special, brought to you by Mutton Power Equipment and Ice Be Gone Magic.